Hi, Lauren. That was so confusing.
Quantities like large and medium, I struggle with.
Oh my gosh, the bok choy, no! Oh, it's so fun.
It does feel very weird just sticking half a stick of butter in chowder. I'm gonna put this on like some tofu. Pasta.
What's up? It's Kat and Deb from Two Market Girls. Welcome back to another Whatever Wednesday, and you know what that means. We're not doing whatever. We're probably making somebody else's recipes.
Yeah, the theme.
So, Catherine, whose recipes are we making today?
So, like the vegan food god, basically. So Lauren Toyota of Hot for Food came out with a new cookbook called Hot for Food All Day. And I'm gonna cook from it.
Yeah. So, Catherine has the book. I haven't gotten the book yet, but I'm always down to cook hot for food recipes because duh. So she's gonna test some recipes from the book and I'm gonna just test some recipes from the blog.
Yeah, and like, so for those of you who don't know Hot for Food, which I feel like there's no one who's watching this that doesn't know Hot for Food, but her new book is all about kind of like using up leftovers and using up what you just have in your fridge. So she does this series on YouTube called Recipe, where she just kind of goes through her fridge and tries to figure out what to make. And this book theme is kind of around that. So she'll like make a recipe and then she'll show you how to use the leftovers from that recipe in other recipes. So it's a really cool concept and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. Okay, so which recipes are you making?
Okay, so I'm making a lot. I probably am doing way too much, but I'm gonna do her corn chowder, and then the corn chowder, I'm gonna use the leftovers from corn chowder to make cacio e pepe, a pasta, and then I'm gonna use more leftovers from the corn chowder to make corn chowder hollandaise. And then I'm also making, we'll see how long all the corn chowder stuff takes. Maybe I won't end up making this one, but I'm hoping to also make one of her scones, the sun-dried tomato and olive and chive scone, so that I can dip it into the hollandaise.
Oh my goodness, yes.
But that's all.
That's all. I'm only making 2 recipes. So it's 2 recipes of hers that I've been meaning to make. They're not even that new. I just haven't gotten around to making them. And one is her Dan Dan noodles, which I remember when it came out, I remember thinking, I gotta try this one. It looks so good. And here we are like 2 years later. And then I'm going to make her mini powdered donuts, which
So good.
never made donuts without Catherine before. So,
But you're picking the right donut recipe to do, because mini powdered donuts, that's like childhood.
right? And when we tested her last cookbook, we made a donut recipe, so it just felt right.
Yeah, speaking of, if you haven't seen when we did the last cookbook, go watch that video because it's still one of my favorite videos we've ever done.
Yes.
And I wish we could do this one the same way we did that one, but one day.
Next time, yeah. So you're gonna start with your chowder?
Yes.
You're gonna start with my noodles.
Cool. Let's get cooking.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get hot for food.
So yeah, the nice thing actually about all of this, so the corn chowder actually takes a decent amount of time. It's it says 25 minutes of prep time and 30 minutes of, I guess it just simmers.
Oh.
But the recipes that use the leftovers take a total of 20 minutes and 10 minutes.
Oh.
So that's actually pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So while I'm gonna make the corn chowder, and while that's doing its thing and cooking, I'll make the scones, I think.
Okay.
Okay, so before I mix together the sauce for the noodles, I'm actually just gonna prep the other ingredients. So I need to mince up some garlic and I need to chop up the bok choy, and I already have my onion ready to go. So,
I have nothing ready to go.
I'm just gonna take it easy, just enjoy the process today.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like the other videos get stressful because I'm just trying to do too much.
That's fair.
I'm gonna let you do too much.
Welcome to Catherine's kitchen, where I do too much. Okay, so unlike Devin, I'm probably not going to be relaxed in this process, and I have nothing prepared. So, I am going to just start prepping ingredients, basically. So, I just chopped up my onion before we started filming, so that's the only thing I've prepped. Oh, and I started soaking cashews. Now, I will say the one thing that I don't love is that there's no grams, but that's just because that's the way I cook. But most cookbooks probably wouldn't have grams, so nothing against Lauren. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Hi.
Are you okay?
No.
Need help?
Yeah.
Okay, Catherine is still getting set up, but I'm gonna chop my bok choy now.
Wow, look at you. You're so chill. I'm so chaotic. That's normal. I'm waiting for you to join me in the chaotic level though.
Here we go. Ooh, looks so pretty and fresh.
So to mix the sauce, we're gonna do, it's soy sauce, prepared chili oil, black vinegar or rice vinegar, ketchup, Chinese cooking wine, and sugar and cornstarch. So you mix all that in a bowl ahead of time, and then you add it into everything else. So, seems pretty straightforward.
Quantities like large and medium, I struggle with. Because I don't know what that means. To me, these are like medium carrots. Will those be medium carrots to you? Yeah. So I'm gonna do 2 of them instead of 1 large carrot, because none of my carrots seem large. Seem fair?
Yeah, because how else do you know?
Yeah. I think it's cookbooks that make me realize how much I rely on videos for recipes. Like knowing what size things should be cut, how much goes into things.
Yeah, I watched Lauren make these recipes already, so I was like, I know what I'm doing. Okay, there's the sauce. Now you gotta mix it together.
Sauce is ready. Ooh, smells so good. So now I have to cook my noodles.
How's your prep?
Lots of chopping, but I know that this is the long part and then the rest is easier, so.
Okay, that's good. Noodles going in. These are the noodles I'm using. Looking good. They're done.
Okay, so I think I have everything prepped for my corn chowder. Time to make it. Okay, so she says to make it in a Dutch oven. I don't think my Dutch oven will be big enough for all of this. Maybe it will. Should I try my Dutch oven or should I use a bigger pot? It's supposed to make 7 cups of soup. Do you think this is fine for it?
Oh gosh, I don't know. That's a lot of soup.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Classic Catherine. So we've got our pot, and then she says we're gonna char the corn. So we don't have to add anything to this. We just put it over medium-high heat. Add the frozen or fresh corn kernels and cook for 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, so while the corn does its thing, I'm gonna prep the next step, which is to add the cashews to here with some water. So I'm gonna prep that now, and then I have to wait because some of the corn has to go in here too, I think.
Okay, noodles are done and ready. So now we've got to cook up the onion, and then you add in the rest of the things all in here. I think this is going really well so far.
Yeah, I think I'll probably end up not making the scones if I'm being honest, but we will see.
That's totally okay. You can still make them on your own time.
Exactly. Now the object of this is to char the corn, so she said, and I was tossing it more than I think I should have. So to stir it only once or twice, so I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes like this.
We got onions cooking here. Got our noodles, sauce, round.
Okay, so now garlic is going in. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. And then around. Szechuan peppercorn has to go in. It smells so good. So now we just cook this until the ground round starts to get like kind of lightly brown. And then we're almost done. Almost. Let's not get ahead of ourselves and make Catherine feel bad. Where'd she go? Hi!
I'm gonna stop cooking this corn because the bottom of the pot is really dark. And I think it's just burning now instead of like browning.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna go with it what it's like now.
Is it going okay?
I think so. To be honest, I really don't know.
I'm sure it's great.
I'm sure it's great too. The bottom of the pan is very dark. So I'm just cooking it on to the next step now. So what I need to do though, what I didn't do yet, is add some corn kernels to the blender. And I'm gonna add the soaked cashews and a little bit of water. I'm gonna just, it says not to blend it yet, it's just to let it sit, so I'm gonna let it sit. I'm adding the carrot and the celery.
Here's how it's looking. I think we're almost ready for the sauce to go in. Getting nice and brown.
Okay, so now it says to add in all of the sauce, and then we let it simmer for a bit. Oh, looks so good.
Ooh.
So I think it's just like coming, to a simmer to thicken and to mix in the flavor with the ground round, but it's pretty thick already. I'm tempted to just add in the bok choy now. I mean, it seems pretty done. Let's do it. Get these lovely greens in here. Oh, so beautiful. Okay, so we gotta like mix it in. Oh, it smells so good. Yeah. Just gotta cook you down. Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay, so next up we're going to add in most of the rest of the ingredients. So it says to add in the potatoes, garlic, the smoked paprika, and the hot chili powder, some pepper, and some salt, bay leaves, and thyme. I'm gonna give these a stir. So we're gonna let that cook for, it says 1 to 2 minutes, I believe, and then we'll add in some broth. Okay, so now we are going to add in half of the vegetable stock. We're gonna deglaze the bottom of the pan. Hopefully get some of the brown bits up. So on medium-high heat, we're gonna bring it to a simmer and then let it cook for about 8 minutes or until the potatoes are fork tender. How's it going?
Good.
I think I made one mistake. I think I was supposed to take the corn out. Like, I took a portion of the corn out to go into the blender, but I think I was supposed to take the rest of the corn out before doing the rest of the things. I did not do that.
Oh.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out if I had to do that or not, so I didn't do it.
So what does that mean?
I don't know. We'll find out. I think it's fine. I just think the corn's going to be cooked a lot longer than it normally would have been.
Oh, well, that's fine.
But I think it's fine, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
How's yours going?
I think the bok choy has cooked down enough, so now I just add in the noodles and toss it all together and it's done.
Woo!
So excited to eat!
Oh, my noodles kind of clumped together. Ah! Just add this to a bowl. Oh my gosh, the bok choy, no! You're falling. Oh, you're dripping all over. My noodles are all sticking together. Ah. She tops it with some green onion. And in the recipe, she says you can use roasted soybeans or peanuts. So I'm just adding some. They're not roasted, they're just peanuts, but delicious. Look at this. Can you see this?
Okay, so I actually think the potatoes are fork tender now. So what I'm gonna do is I need to remove a cup of the soup so we can have the chunks too, I assume. Just not the bay leaves. So I'm gonna remove, and then I think I add it to the blender. So I'm gonna add this to the blender with everything else. Okay, so I'm gonna say that is done. Just to add this back to the pot with the rest of the broth. So we're gonna do that. I don't know if mine's gonna be the same color as hers, because hers is like a very beautiful like orangey color, but we will see. So this goes into the pot. I'm gonna add my broth to the blender and just pour it out with the rest of the stuff. Stir this together. Now I'm just gonna simmer this on low for about 10 minutes. Ooh, it looks so good.
Yummy. Okay, I'm gonna try.
Delicious.
So good.
Was it easy to make?
I'd say so. Oh my goodness, it's so good. And her recipe makes a lot, so like this could last a while.
Yeah, definitely. And like I'm sure it would be good as leftovers too.
Oh my gosh, noodles are the best.
It looks so good.
I wish you could try it.
Oh my god, it looks so good. Okay, I think my corn chowder's done.
Yay!
What I like that she does about this recipe is that there's supposed to be spinach in it. But because we use the leftovers for other things, she gets you to add the spinach to the bottom of the bowl and then pour warm soup over top of it. Pretty cool, right? So she used a total of 4 cups for this recipe. So I'll do like a small handful for my bowl. Just going to stir in the spinach to my corn chowder. Here's the corn chowder. Now it doesn't look like the color of hers, but yeah, photo editing is part of that too. Mine's just not as yellow, but it still looks good. I have my corn chowder.
Yay!
I'm gonna try it. It's very good. It's so creamy. So I think I screwed it up in that I was supposed to remove the corn after charring it and then cook the rest of the stuff, then add the corn later. Okay. I didn't do that. So I think I have less corn pieces throughout mine because at a point you take some of the soup mixture out and put it into the blender to blend together. So I think I would have had more corn in this. Like it's blended in, but I would have had more corn chunks, which I think would have been better, more corny, but it's really good. That's my fault, so.
You like things more corny. I get it, yeah.
It's definitely not a good spring summer food. I don't know why I decided to make it now, but it's very comforting.
Okay. Well, I gotta get moving. Otherwise, I feel like you are gonna be done before me, and it's gonna be embarrassing.
We'll see. I'm gonna eat this for a little bit, so take your time.
Okay. I'm making my flax egg and my buttermilk.
You're deep frying, right?
Yeah, I am.
Oh.
Are you scared?
I'm not scared. Are you scared?
No. No. Definitely not. Okay, donut time. I am so excited and only sort of nervous, but it's gonna be great. So I've got my buttermilk and my flax egg already doing their thing, chilling, thickening, whatever they gotta do. So while they do that, I'm gonna mix the dry ingredients in a bowl. So that's flour, baking powder, cinnamon, sugar, salt, whisk it up. That's what we gotta do. Gotta get flour everywhere too. Make sure you do that. Oh, I got flour on my phone. How do you bake and not get flour everywhere? Half a cup. Oh gosh. Whisk it together.
So we're gonna make some spaghetti, but I only have spaghettini, so that's fine. We're just gonna make that. Close it up. So I'm just boiling some water in order to cook the spaghetti. In the meantime, I'm gonna get the sauce ready. And the sauce is basically just blending some stuff up. So we're gonna do that so that it's ready as soon as the pasta's done. But actually first I'm gonna shred some parm because it says I should have a cup of shredded Parmesan ready. So I'm gonna do that now.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it on today's pasta.
Oh,
Also, I spilled things on myself. I just realized when I looked out.
Oh dear.
I don't know how long it's been there.
So I think the milk and stuff has settled enough. So we're gonna add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla to the milk, and then 2 tablespoons of melted butter. This flax egg looks nice and thickened. So you are going in. And so she says to make a well in the middle, and then we're just gonna pour in the wet ingredients, and then we pretty much just fold it together till it comes together to a sticky ball and no visible flour. Her dough looked way wetter than mine does right now. What the heck? She did say that it was going to be sticky, but hers definitely seemed like it came together more in the bowl. Like, I still got a lot of flour hanging around here. And I'm just gonna like pour this onto the table. Hers did not look like this. It's still staying together mostly, but hers seemed like a lot wetter dough.
Go with your instincts. If you think you need to add more, go for it.
Like add water or something?
Yeah, whatever she added, whatever was the liquid in the dough. Because remember, all flours are different.
Yeah, that's true.
And did you do cups or weighted things?
There's no weight, so I did cups.
So yeah, so it could be different. You might actually need some more liquid.
Okay, let's just pour this. It's still like forming into the shape that she said. Okay, so all I did was add, like, there was like a drip of milk at the bottom of this. I added that, and that seems to be helping it stay together. I think that's about the thickness that hers looked. So I've got my oil starting to heat there, and so what she does is once it's like 1 inch to 1.25 inches thickness, she says, she takes a 2-inch cookie cutter and just like cuts out. And then to get the hole in the middle, she takes a chopstick, she pokes it through, and she just kind of goes like this to make the hole. Oh, it's so fun. Here's my donut.
Watch that. That looks wonderful.
Thanks. And then just keep doing that until all the dough is done. Okay, there's the first donut. Here's the rest of them. It's about that thick. There we go.
I only have a really big grater, and that's not really the parm grates that I want, so I'm gonna use my little zester. And this is the parm that I'm using. I've never used it before, but we're gonna try it out. I'm gonna add some pasta in here, and then we're just gonna get this cooking in the shallow bit of water that I put in here. So next up, we're actually gonna do our blender things. We're gonna make the sauce for this while the pasta cooks. So the nice thing about this is I just made the corn chowder, and like it's dirty still in here, but like it's the corn chowder anyways, so I don't really need to clean it. It's just to add about 1.5 cups of corn chowder to the blender with half the vegan parm, black pepper, and reserve pasta water. So I'll grab pasta water before I blend it. So let's grab 1.5 cups of chowder. And then we're going to add in half the parm. Add in some pepper. We will grab 1/4 cup of pasta water from here. Blend until very smooth. That looks smooth. Just gonna chop up some parsley. So we got our pasta in here. We're gonna add at least some of this sauce. So start with a little bit. So we got our pasta, some parm. I top with some black pepper, pasta.
It looks so good.
Doesn't it? And the parm is really nice. Devin, if you can find this parm, try it.
I gotta get it.
All right, time to try this. Again, I've already tried the sauce. I've been tasting things, but it's so good. Now, I've never had cacio e pepe, whatever it's called, before, so I don't know how like similar this is or whatever. But it's so good,
Yeah?
and it tastes completely different than the chowder.
Wow.
It's the black pepper, I think. There's like a lot of added black pepper to this, and it's so good.
Huh.
Should we just turn all of our soups into pasta sauces?
Yes.
I think I like this better than the corn chowder originally.
Wow.
I just love this idea so much.
Yeah, it's so smart.
But like, you can basically buy ingredients for one recipe. For the most part, there's some additional ingredients with other recipes. But like, buy one thing, one recipe, and get like 3 meals out of it.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Like, that's how you meal prep.
That's our kind of meal prep.
That's how you meal prep. I feel like this whole recipe, like, you could have hollandaise for breakfast, corn chowder for lunch, and pasta for dinner.
It's perfect.
A full day.
Okay, here's all my donuts. Okay, so my oil is heated now. Now in the video, she is using a like whole actual deep fryer. I'm just using the pot and thermometer and doing it this way, but let's do it. Oh my gosh, they're getting so puffy. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh, they're so cute. They sure smell really good. Oh, it looks delicious. Oh my gosh, I am so excited right now. Oh, it looks perfect inside. Oh! Okay, how's yours going?
Good. I'm actually about to start the hollandaise now.
Okay.
I've got like all the hollandaise-y type ingredients. It uses a cup of the chowder and then like the typical hollandaise type ingredients. But it's all made in a blender, which is nice.
Oh, perfect.
So time to make the hollandaise. So for the hollandaise, I have a cup of the chowder, some butter, lemon juice, salt, black salt, turmeric, and nutritional yeast, and that's it. So I need a 1/4 cup of butter. It basically says if you're using the corn chowder and it's chilled, to basically just heat it in the microwave along with your 1/4 cup of butter so that the butter can melt and your chowder can heat up a bit. It does feel very weird just sticking half a stick of butter in chowder. And then everything gets added to the blender. So I gave my blender a rinse so that there's no other recipe in it. I'm gonna add this to the blender. We're going to add some nutritional yeast. Oh, I spilled salt everywhere. Black salt. Now we're just gonna give this a blend. So I don't actually have anything to eat this hollandaise with, so I'm just gonna taste it with a spoon. It looks pretty good though.
Yeah.
We'll give it a try.
It also kind of looks like cheese.
So I must have put too much turmeric in this because I really taste the turmeric. But it tastes very good. I do get hollandaise-y vibes because of the amount of butter that's in it. But it's really good. Like, I'm actually surprised how different the corn chowder tastes at every point. It's so good. Would make it.
So
Where your donuts going?
good. You're done before me, huh?
Yeah, but donuts take a long time to make.
Okay, that's fair.
So this is the hollandaise. It's looking pretty good. Maybe put this on like some tofu.
Hi, Lauren. That was so confusing. You're confusing me so much. Hi, Lauren. I like cheese too. Yeah, no, it's really good. Oh, I'm just frying up some donuts there. They're really good, yeah.
I'm gonna put some sugar on them now, though. Lauren, I feel like you might be frozen. Hello? 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 Oh no.
Why?
Okay, so I'm on the last of the donuts. In total, I made 15. But she said once they start to get cooled, like you don't want to do it while they're too hot because otherwise the sugar will just kind of like melt right off. You basically just add icing sugar to some kind of like paper bag or parchment bag, shake it up, and then that's how it gets coated. Also, I don't know where Catherine went. She's gone. She turned into Lauren and then she disappeared. Okay, this is filled with icing sugar. So now I'm just gonna drop them in. Oh gosh, it's coming out the bottom. Did you see that? It just.
Hi. My parents decided to reset the internet. So I connected to my phone hotspot instead.
Oh, okay. I just got icing sugar on myself, but it's all good.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. Just look at that beautiful, beautiful donut.
Oh, hey, Lauren, look, I made a donut.
The donut looks amazing. Where's the bowl?
I want it. It kind of like, it's gone.
It's gone.
I gotta try it.
Yeah, I was gonna say eat it.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so good. All right, all in all, tell us how the cookbook experience was.
Buy it. That's all I have to say. Buy it. No, it was actually really good. There was like one point that I was a little confused in the instructions, but it turned out fine. Recipe was still delicious. Maybe it would have been even more delicious if I'd figured out what I was supposed to do. But either way, I highly recommend buying this book. I think it's an incredible concept, and the food looks amazing. And for the most part, everything was easy to follow, easy ingredients, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like too, like if you've tried her recipes on the blog, if you've tried her first cookbook, you know that you're in for a good time when you try hot for food recipes. So you can't go wrong.
But yeah, buy the book. Highly recommend. Lauren's amazing. Her recipes are always so good. The concept of this book is like no other book that I've had yet so far. So it's truly original.
Okay, and in the comments, if you have gotten the new book, tell us what your favorite recipe was, or tell us which ones that Catherine tried that you're excited to try, or if you have favorite hot for food recipes from the blog or from her previous cookbook. Let's just talk about hot for food recipes. That's going to be it for another cookbook extravaganza. Hope you enjoyed it. Lauren, thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you. And that's gonna be it. Subscribe. Eat donuts.
And we'll leave the link to the book in the description.
Yeah.
The donut looks so good.
I'm so happy.